next speaker is Jonny. He's from the Coalition Against Israeli Apartheid, and he's also a member of Sheffield Jews Against Israeli Apartheid. Welcome, Jonny!
Thank you, Shireen. Friends and comrades, first of all, I'd like to thank Sheffield friends, Sheffield for Palestine, for being so courageous in organising this march and being another independent voice for Palestine liberation. It's really important we have autonomous voices in Sheffield and across the movement. You heard Dr. Sahar earlier saying that there is still killing going on in Gaza and there's still killing going on in the West Bank, but we might today be able to say that the mass murder that we have witnessed over the past 2 years has come maybe to a jittering halt. But we must remember there is still apartheid, there is still occupation, there is still Israeli sanctioned murder as we see in Gaza and on the West Bank, and there is terrible living conditions for people in Gaza. There is still random detention without trial. Dr. Hassan Abu Seifa, for example, has been in detention and it's been extended again by military court for a further 6 months. So we must commit, Sheffield Jews Against Israeli Apartheid commits, to continue to being part of a broad coalition, campaigning for Palestine, pushing for boycott, divestment and sanctions until Palestinians can truly say they are free from apartheid, from occupation and military administration, and have an enabled right to return to the homes from which they were so awfully expelled over 75 years ago. So as well as campaigning for the liberation of Palestine, Sheffield Jews Against Israeli Apartheid joins with others to fight racism and to de-exceptionalise anti-Semitism. And we look to challenge Zionism within the Jewish community. And I want to talk about these two things in the context of the rise of fascist culture in the UK and also the terrible attack on the synagogue on Yom Kippur a few weeks ago. We join in the wider fight against racism because Jewish safety, and this is a watchword for Zionists, is not best guaranteed by an ethno-fascist state, by joint action across our communities, being each other's advocates, and if needed, being each other's protectors. And we challenge Zionism in the Jewish community because its attachment to Israel is shameful. It forms a key pillar for UK establishment support for Israel, and it is an ideology that has buried the essence of Judaism in its land-grabbing grasp. The Palestine Liberation Movement has been asked since the Manchester attack to be silent, to come off the streets. We are told this is inflammatory and it's the root cause of those murders. We know this is highly, highly unlikely, and I would respond. It's not the Palestine Liberation Movement that puts Jewish people in danger, but Israel and its allies by claiming to do this for all Jews. It is not the Palestine Liberation Movement that is full of hate, but Israel and its allies by murdering 80,000 people and more. And it's not the Palestine Liberation Movement that should be silenced, but Israel and their allies like Keir Starmer, who had racist Israeli thugs marching through our streets. So what if while we shout out for Palestine liberation, some people feel uncomfortable? So they should if they're allies of Israel. This does not equate to lack of safety. Safety is undermined by the UK government stance, by its broader support for the Israeli narrative, and it's undermined as well by its funding, a funded programme on anti-Semitism across all universities that will ignore other racisms, will ignore Islamophobia, and exceptionalises Jewish people. It is a course that's being promoted just as the perpetrators of this genocide who say it was carried out for all Jews, they're getting off scot-free. That is where safety is weak. Look at us here. Look at this fantastic assembly. The diversity here. Look at the person next to you. They are your comrade. They are your brother. They are your sister. And as we stand on the precipice of rising racism, with symbols of empire and subjugation all around us, our safety is only guaranteed by our continued collaboration, our continued mutual support, and understanding of what unites us and ties us together. And without a doubt, a large strand of our unity is in shouting out for a free Palestine. So we must not be silent, as Shabana Mahmood would have us, but cry out loud and strong together, from the river to the sea, Palestine!